Some Group B action, always exciting to change groups, get some new teams, some fresh faces going. And right away, this one's going to hit the ground running big, want to try their hand at a fast B play. In they come and down they go. The round is over.
Okay. Yeah,
that one was really quick. Right, Hugo, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Harry. Yeah, we have bangers all day, right? New group, fresh faces. You know, everyone's just been swimming around in the pool, catching that Malta sun, getting ready to go. And I'm excited to see who's going to be bringing the heat today for this matchup. I'm excited to see as well what we heard from Yanko. Some sources, some secret sources, touting some preparation, some style changes for Outsiders. We saw that, you know, once Flit, or more so once Norbert, rather than Fame, got added to this team. We saw some faster rounds mixed in there with these really slow defaults that we know and love Jame for. And so I'm excited to see how they've developed that over the course of this event and over the past couple months. Let's see. Right now, CT side, there's going to be a lot of waiting around for Outsiders, and Big are doing the same.
Hell yeah. Bit of standing around waiting, but that's good. Hugo, would you rather catch Maltese sun or Maltese hands?
Probably Maltese sun.
Yeah, you picked right.
Yeah. Okay.
I had a guy ready outside, just in case you picked the latter option. He was going to come in here and serve that up.
Fresh knuckle sandwich.
Someone tell Neil he's not needed anymore.
Well, we were on the Hunger Games intro, but I ain't hungry for no hands. Big better catch him eventually on catwalk. They gotta go.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
don't be ridiculous, Hugo.
They do.
This is like a nature documentary, you know, and that's
we see the wild Germans.
Oh, you sound like Brian Cox.
I was kind of in the middle.
Like him, but like trying to do David Attenborough.
There are more Germans on Cat than anywhere else in the universe. And here they come.
Oh. And
shooting star.
There they go. Once again, a pretty abrupt ending to this one. The Glocks trying to run down Jame, and they will get him. All right, that's suddenly something. It was something. Make no mistake about it. For a moment, there was something going on there, but the plant denied. Would have been lovely for Big if they got a bomb down, a bomb plant in the Glock round. Don't be crazy. No one gets bomb plants in a Glock round, not unless 4 of you go A and I go B with bomb.
Not going to work on this map. Definitely not. Got that lifelong B anchor ready for Outsiders. And here we go into a gun round now with Big coming out with the scout on Searson. He loves it. Always on a scope is this guy. However, didn't really adopt the Krieg method, did Searson? Automatic rifle, that's just too easy for the guy. They're going to flash their way out lower just in case Outsiders are aggressive, but come on. This is Outsiders we're talking about. They're tucked back in their bomb site. Jame and Norbert at long. Hinge smoke in. Excited to see Keto back in the server as well. Had a stint on the Academy League. Mate, if you saw those Academy League games, Keto was farming. It was unfair. He was like 30 to 10. Every game he played, he's clearly above that level.
It would just be like, it would be like suddenly having an adult ice hockey player in like the children's league.
Exactly.
You know, like it's not fair.
It's not fair. It wasn't fair on those kids.
And so, you know, the cool thing about it, you know, he even said in the interview 2 things. One, he kind of learned how stressful IGLing is, but 2, he said it made him realize how good he is, right? And,
confident
I know that's like, you know, sounds like you could go weird flex. All right, mate. Like, come on now. But I think it's a much needed confidence boost for Keto. Just that reminder of, I do deserve to be here. I do deserve to be up at this level, and I'm going to show him all that.
Well, let's see if they can show him in a gun round, because right now it's only Fame on that B site. Outsiders got pulled out from of middle. They're going to have to boost up in CT spawn. That might be their only play. Flit looking for an angle over that smoke. Oh, Fame gets cleared out the corner. Crimbo comes running, and Flit can't find a frag. There's one. Favin caught running up mid. Searson's still stuck in middle, but he's got a scout. This is a bit awkward. He has to hit the headshot as they cross through, but on his contact, Tabson can make a play. They flash Searson in. It's optimistic. Outsiders were so patient because they have Norbert on this big wrap. He's going all the way around, but they're still running out of time. Is this done?
Yeah, They're like
going for it, sort of?
No, they're poising like they're
yeah.
gonna go for it, but it's nothing more than like a fake retake here.
Damn.
These are just paid actors in this one for Outsiders, and instead, you know, they're hoping to do some economic damage, but everyone's just gonna hide at the car.
Do you think they run in?
Dude, that would be wild.
They figured it out. They figured it out.
They're going to try and kill everyone off the time. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a massacre!
James just keeps doing it, man. He's always got ways to break your money. Even when you think, haha, don't worry, they're holding for us. We'll save in B. Oh no, they're coming to B. They retake after the round is over. Forget the round. We just want the money. We want to keep them on their last legs. A James-esque play in the first gun round. I'm excited to see Outsiders back.
It is cool because, like, you know, I think even as the identity of Outsiders changed from the old squad to whatever it becomes with this new one, you know it's going to have, like, James' signature, very, like, different way of thinking about the game. You know, on full display, even if it might not be as slow as the old Outsiders used to be famed for. James is a man who plays the economy long game.
True. Oh, missed in smoke.
Not ideal.
Not what we need, but maybe it's a fake out. Maybe it's all on purpose because Keto has already snuck past this. Probably not, though.
Yeah, maybe.
It definitely wasn't. Keto is out mid, however. Oh, Norbert spamming a boost up on long boxes. Got a cat smoke from outside long. That's a cool idea. Bigger only faking it out. They wanted the mid to be. They've got the smokes down as well, but Outsiders start to move in off of that B site, fight them in the middle. It's only Keto right here. He's got to show what he learned from that lower level, from that lower league, because he's got a lot to do. Two players to creep past in the smoke. Flit turns around, the timing is immaculate. Flit still gets a kill. Fame in the site drops the bomb, and they come running into trade. They will. 3-on-3, fights in middle. Keto last bullet headshot, and he sure is stepping up to the plate today. 3 kills will win this round. Norbert can do what he wants, but he's locked out of B.
That was really nice. That was like full confidence Keto on display.
You want another?
I would love another. Oh, we're going to get another. Keto with 4. Beautiful. A lovely round out of the guy.
Yeah, I think...
look at it, man. Look, he even looks different. Like, look at his presence in the camera. You're really noticing Keto right now. I don't know if... You know, something's happened. He's taller than I ever remember him being.
Exactly. He's been eating his vegetables, Harry.
He's like growing into a very tanky, tall kind of guy.
Good for him.
And just brimming with confidence.
Yeah, I think, you know, being demoted to an academy team is only going to, you know, it's going to do one or two things. It's going to kill you, like your confidence. Oh, God, am I not good enough? Or it's going to, as he said, remind him how good he is, but also give you a renewed perspective, a reason to want to play better. I want to be back in this main roster, and he is. Great motivating technique from the organization. Got Keto firing off. Right now, bigger contact, and they have, well, hate to break it to you, already won the round. There's 2 nades for Outsiders. If they can get to spawn in time, they can dunk them on plant and get weird, but I don't think they'll be here in time. It's only 1 man here. Fame gets positioned behind the boxes, but Bigger already committing.
Yeah, Keto just going to tap him out of the round. It's very, very clean.
Keto diff.
Watch now as Big debate pulling the reverse mouse NXT, where gradually they siphon everyone into the academy team to get this kind of confidence out of them.
Well, they already bought a bunch of Sprout players, so, you know, they're basically, that was their second academy team.
My favorite, like, development is just Sprout going international, and a big part of me does believe that that's just so big. Yeah. Stop poaching everyone that they get.
Oh, you're Danish. You speak German as well? Oh, no, sorry, we don't want you.
Oh, hello, Norbert.
A couple of exits here.
Yeah, making it expensive at least.
Hop back up for a second time. Ooh, Kita's trapped. Oh, ooh, ha. Jumping up, Norbert gets the kill. And there's 2 guns here.
But only 1 man to get them. Oh, Norbert
nice.
Just getting out of there with the
Squeeze.
AK. But Big are in the lead. You know, might be some nice exit kills, some guns taken out of the round. But Big are still the ones reaping the reward of putting an extra point on the tally. find it so funny that this whole sequence from Norbert was like really nice little movement pieces to keep him alive, and then just fumbles the jump up.
Yeah. Not ideal, is it? Outsiders with a timeout. Right now, they've actually been duked a couple of times in this game already. The mastermind of it all. Got B sitting back behind the boys.
I actually, that was a zoom I asked for. You have me to thank for that.
Yeah.
I paid $3 million to achieve that kind of zoom on.
Was it worth
it?
it?
I think it was worth it.
In-game currency, of course. That's
Oh,
what the
yes.
economy long game can do to you.
Keep asking for all these zooms.
Yeah. Can you get another quick zoom of Keto, you know, out and in?
Oh yeah, go on. Give us a Keto zoom at the nearest opportunity. Everything.
Oh. Well, there's a game to play, Harry.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe later.
All right, here we are. CSGO running the gauntlet down through middle. Jame not scoped up there. Will allow this AWP to make it deep and get posted. Tabson's fighting for a bit of control over at long, but he catches some nades for his troubles and will get out of there. Big of their eyes set on mid. They got down suicide very, very quickly, so they're all set up here in middle. And now they're up on the catwalk as well. No hinge smoke to accomplish this. Jame isn't peeking, so it's giving them a lot of room right now.
Yeah, at one point does he want to rotate back to A? How many grenades is enough grenades to convince Jame? Keto's looking for this headshot angle again, but it's Kicker with a double dink to do him back. Nice kill. Jame catches them dropping the big try and fake it out. Oh, they will catch him in transition though. Moving into spawn, no smoke needed. They do it with their guns. Spawn cleared out, 3 on 3. One man at B, and that smoke will fade soon. They can line up an exec, or they can just pump their way into this site. Fame's trying to get in cover. The molly is well timed, or maybe too early. Oh dear, into the smoke it goes. Fame now got to do it with his gun. 40 seconds, contact for Big.
Oh, Fame blowing out and losing the B anchor without him being able to go 1-for-1. That really might seal the deal on the round. 2v3 retake, very, very tricky. Norbert's kind of far removed. He's got to sneak all the way down through mid, so by the time he gets here, this bomb's already like a quarter ticked. There's an AWP that's savable. It's all just too tempting to save, really, I think. And so that will be the decision made by the outsiders. They give up on this one. Big, a 4th T-side round. This is starting to get a little out of hand. Outsiders, they might be getting away with some damage. They might be getting away with saved guns a hell of a lot. So they're always offering something up in these rounds. But none of that really matters if you're not able to capitalize, not able to get a couple.
Yeah, these are good T rounds, right? Just faking out outsiders a little bit. Even when in that round, outsiders have a good setup. Kicker gets this 1-for-1. They drop, or the 1-for-0. They drop back into mid. Jame gets a 5v3, and they still flip it around. Very quick kills in response for Big. Definitely a missed Molotov for Fame. Like 2 seconds later, and that's the perfect timing for a molly. Big is still in the choke point. They might even have to send a player through it. He can spam the molly. Yeah, that you know, life of a B anchor. You mess up one tiny detail, you lose the round, especially on a map like this. And this is a map that Big, as a team, as a core, have been trying to play for a long time. I think back seasons ago, where they would, you know, come in super confidently, picking Dust every game and just getting wrecked on it. And they would always say that, like, yeah, you know, Dust, it goes great in practice. It doesn't go so great in the officials. Well, this is already a better Dust than we've seen from Big in a long time to start the day. Getting warmed into the server, though, perhaps for outsiders. We'll give them time. It's a BO3 after all. 4-2, and they save the AWP for Jame. Even now, something new, something outsiders haven't seen. A quick long take. Flash Searson into the pit. He could wallbang Nor, but this is spammable with Nor. But does he want to fire off too soon? Hasn't seen anything. There's no reason to believe. James flashing fights.
Okay.
Oh, lovely for James.
Yeah, not the kind of peak that CSGO was expecting out of this AWP on the other side. Tabson will at least trade it.
Don't know.
Brought back to a 4-on-4. They don't know about this second man, still hidden behind the sight box. Flit's also available for a very, very fast long flank here, but he will decide to head down Catwalk instead. Norbert, for now, only man inside of the site, has to put on a bit of a show.
Wrong way.
So even though he's going to burn to death in the molly, taking 2 to the grave with him, more than enough here for Norbert. Faven trying to break away into this bomb site, trying to break open those doors, but it's going to get left on a Tabson in the 1v3. Dealing with the first man makes it a little easier, but there is this kind of crossfire, 2 angles of elevation between Flit and Kicker, holding for this swing across, and on the smoke fade, Kicker makes quick work of him. So outsiders, there we go. It's a nice round out of them there.
Don't think they got the AWP at the end. They couldn't find it. 2 AK save, but they should have the money. And yeah, nice reposition as well for Tabson to take pit immediately after CSGO falls and just grab that AWP. Quick repeat. Jame was not ready for anyone to be that wide after the shot. Still, outsiders get it done. I like that top side smoke as well. Gives a bit of a one-way for Fame to fight that headshot angle. Outsiders getting cheeky. You know, we do say a lot, we haven't seen anything new on Dust for a long time. Obviously, the changes came, and there were a couple of adjustments for CT sides especially, but by and large, the meta game, the strategy remains the same. One thing that I feel like we do see on Dust fairly often is new util. You know, every couple of months, there's a new smoke, and actually, to say it fairly, most of the new util does come from Big on this map. Like, as said, they love playing it. God B is always nerded out smokes. Some of the most meta smokes we see today have come from God B, Tabson, and the like from the Big side. So I've already seen a couple of things. I saw Tabson throw a smoke from a site, like a weird lineup to land as a one-way on Cat. There's a couple of things here. Big are always keeping something fresh. Fresh-faced indeed they'll need to be on another A split into James AWP.
Yeah, this kind of aggro move from Norbert at the long doors. Nice change, right? Not something that Big have seen yet, and he's going to deal with both players that try to come that way. This gives Jame a little bit more freedom to back up and play retake for the A-bomb site. You can see Big are pretty nervous by this kind of unique method they're using across with the bomb. It's a little slower, a little lower, but it keeps them out the eyes of that AWP on the long side.
No flash.
CSGO looked like he wanted to fight for that. James, like, thank you for crouching into my crosshair, mate. That's made it very easy for me. Now Keto wrapping middle. He's been spotted, and suddenly, well, there we go. Wasn't really in a position to win the round, was Keto. He needed his teammate on short to stay alive, and with that not happening, outsiders were very much destined to win that one.
Yeah, CSGO, you know, the first crouch cross is to get past the AWP on the corner. The second one is him being very optimistic that Jame is either still long or in the pit, but he's on plat, so he's very high up. He can see that cross. CSGO was trying to get behind the big box. You know, bit of a cooked round for Big. They did the mid fake with the corridor smoke so that they hit the other round and left Keto there. It looks funny from James' perspective, but no kill off of it. 1 for 1, you know, one player alone long. Tabson was too late there to help out, and Big only had Cat to fall back to. So a very awkward round with no real estate in the A site. They never got a long kill, so it was never meant to be. Yerman Yeags.
Oh, yeah. With kind of 2 of the big hitters out of the round early, I don't see a world in which the Yerman Yeags can turn this one around.
But that's the thing about the Yerman Yeags, Harry. They don't care what you think. They don't care what you expect.
Okay.
They only care for the shot of the head.
Let's get it then.
Yerman Yeag, I summon thee.
Oh, here they are, out in the middle. Crimbo with the first. Can't quite follow up, and everyone else is mowed down. It's 5 for the outsiders. Okay, so I'm going to just say it. One thing that's making me a little bit nervous here is CSGO still yet to frag. And putting up real agent numbers here down bottom of the board. it's concerning. Searson, I mean, any AWPer is a huge part of their team, right? No AWPer can really afford to fall silent, but Searson is especially important within the big system. A lot of opening fights often found on the back of his AWP, right? Normally someone who can kind of crack open rounds for you by getting that opening pick. He's given a lot of responsibility and a lot of space and kind of respect to reflect that, right? And with him being 0-7, it's a very bad omen for Big. It's a bad omen academy, you could say. Lol, there we go. What about that?
You know, hi guys, Searson apologist here. In his defense, I agree with you. In his defense, they've not boosted him for a mid spawn. He's not had a long pick spawn. James has not fought deep mid apart from once. So, you know, it's early days, but I agree. He needs to start.
For healthy amount.
Yeah, he needs to start.
Still had opportunities.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot easier if he was at home on 150 ping.
Okay.
And was constantly dipping out every 3 rounds. Yeah. That's his best bet.
He has good internet now. That's a dated meme, Hugo. Well, he got fiber.
Well, that might be his problem.
Right, fast down through the catwalk, real speedy on this. They're going to be going into a crossfire. James down in the lower tunnels. They want to hunt this. They want to trade that. But they don't know about Flit, who's also down here. It was a double lower push setup out of the outsiders. And they've got no info about this second man. Favin on cap, mollied back. They're going to hear that tag. They know there's still someone here. Favin also has the bomb and is alone on this. So he really cannot afford to be a first point of contact. Wow. That's a must-win fight, and Favin somehow gets it over the line. There's still this flank, and I mean, there's a nade to delete him. Fame finds that. The bomb now cut loose on the catwalk, and for Big, things get real tough now. Yeah, they keep getting in a lot of awkward rounds where they don't have any util left in 3v3s. The flash is good, even though Flip was blind. He eventually sees Tabson, and James catches that cross shot. Yeah, in all these 3vx's for Big, they don't have any nades left. They're planning on so many things going right, and outsiders are surviving until the long haul till the end of the round. So when you're stuck in you know, long on Dust2 with no flash or no smoke to cross, of course you're getting wrecked. James is even getting audacious now. Drop lower off of spawn. They run right by him, and he backstabs them and still escapes with his life. Very oppressive AWP. And again, can't say the same for Searson yet. Pistols for Big. Tech 9s, Deagles, a Glock. Certainly not a perfect picture here for Big. They're going to run it up Cat. Good grenade, does some damage early. Out long for 2. Norbert, ooh, they're over the top, and now they're dropped. Both headshots for Norbert. Nades will follow from the site. Kicker gets out behind cover, and even though the flashes are really good, some of them even CT flashes blinding him. Ooh, Tabson full blind, does get a trade. Maybe that's a plant, but how much more? Surely not much. Oh, missed molly. They even had double HE. Double setup here on short. Tabson wins the first. Keo's Deagle now arrives. 2 of his own from it. He's bloodthirsting on catwalk. Norbert left in this one alone. Half the time ticked off this bomb. And Norbert with 2 kills to his name already. Smoke on the plant, but he doesn't know about the man at Gandalf. He's just going to get on it and try to stick this. But Keto cleans up from the short side. That's 5 for Big as the Yerman Yeags find the round.
Dude, Keto is just, he's tall.
Look, man, I'm telling you can just tell it in how he's sitting. You can just tell it in how he's sitting. He's just commanding the space. Goppy's yelling at Tabson. That's fine.
Dude,
Keto don't get yelled at anymore. Everyone's scared of him.
Yeah, he had to pop off there. 2 kills with the Deagle on Cat trading Tabson, and then grabs the AK. Keep in mind, Searson is on Gandalf with a Glock. If Keto doesn't hit that headshot through smoke, Searson can't do much to stop the defuse. Nice try from Norbert, but Big with an eco. German Deagles, who knew?
God, I've missed seeing Goppy. I love having him back. Even the way he gives his little attack timeouts is lovely. I like that he rises to his feet. He knows what he wants to say. He gets through it real quick with Tabson. Straight back to sitting down and lets Tabson pass that down the line.
Okay, Searson, AWP, 0-8. What? We're waiting. Flashes out long. Molly smoked.
I don't think they smoked. They had full on control, but like just in case, right?
Yeah,
like,
just
in
case. Norbert's still giving James flashes to get set up. Talk of which, Searson's in pit.
Just try the wall bang, man. Screw it. 0-8, not having a good time. 6 ADR. Bit of a roughie.
Doesn't want to tell them his orb's in pit,
Good
but Jane
point,
will become hunting.
Jane really wants to fight for this.
Needs a reboost though, there's no one here to do it. Oh my god, it's just a flash trade. No one's even peeking with this util. Everyone's throwing grenades. Outside is getting curious. Curiosity killed the
Why did you
kits.
say it like that?
Letters are hard. Lit. Ooh, they saw him. He still gets the kill. That's 1 for 1. The molly lands from long by Big. Out lower, Fame won't last. Kicker, aggressive, drops the bomb with 2, and Big again are trapped at long with nothing to show for it. Flash is good. Oh, James, if he fired blind, he would have hit that shot. Instead, it's Tabson trying to kill everyone in this site. And now Searson, time to shine. They're both low, but of course he has the AWP. He's going to swap out. Searson on a rifle. Let's see.
Oh, 3 bullets. Oh, no bullets. And there's the swing out of Norbert.
Oh.
So Hugo.
Okay, now there's problems.
Oh, you start to understand where I'm coming from. You can
I'm
just see sometimes, sometimes players aren't super uncomfortable. Aren't super comfortable looking when you watch them, and that's kind of the vibe I'm catching right now from Searson. Game 1 of the tournament, map 1 for these guys. So hopefully Searson kind of picks it up.
Yes.
I got faith he can recover.
Scout out on an eco round. Big's last round was a pistol buy. Jane could die.
Do it, Keto.
He's got smoke down. He's on Xbox to cover him. He's gonna get out before danger. Big look like they won't be in this round. Just offer the spawns. Corridor smoke's coming in. Meanwhile, before Big go, Kito's looking for a pick on Cat, but there's no one even close. James deep on long. Kito has no util to fake, so it's really relying on Big just popping their way into this B bomb site. And even then, they're not sure. Not yet. Tabson faking nades. Trying to get what little util is left on B. There's 1 molly for Fame. At least there's no smoke to stop it. That will be 1 in the front of the tunnel, but Fame can molly deep. Crimbo's really trying to fake this out as Big of regroup back up.
They're happy. They're happy. They've got the mollies out. They're not actually going to look to go B with how this round's kind of shaping up. Will be the A play, so they're going into this AWP.
It's time for Jame.
Right, Jame flashed, but does not depart the angle. Instead, he's going to bid farewell to Keto. More trying to cross here. Searson scout lands a tag. And nothing to write home about here. Jame forced off all the way back to long. Another tag from Searson on the scout. There we go. He's on the board. Searson with 1. Could this be what was needed for Big to turn this one around? They've lost Tabson, Faven falls, and now it is just Crimbo left over at the short side. Arms planted for him. He's got that going his way at least. Everyone's kind of tagged as well from these pistols, but yeah, every time he tries to swing this angle, they're just going to be on him. They're on the bomb. They're holding down the angle. He cannot win this, and so he won't even try. It's 8 for the outsiders as the defuse is held. Big get out of it with the D.
Surprised he doesn't just go for a fight there, right? Like, take some money out. I guess his last couple of rounds of the half here. Keeps his Kevlar. But Big have lots of cash now after getting a bomb plant on an eco. Searson on the board. Better late than never. Still not the round that Big wanted that to be. AWP going for a B spawn. Maybe compose tunnels quick. Just looks for it. Always the triple boost if you want to get weird. Here's a flash, reacts, scopes up, sees nothing. Oh, he's about to get peeked though. His teammate might block the angle. He sees it and he hits the shot. That might be the round, Harry, unless outsiders do something miraculous.
Oh, that's good damage. Searson very, very low. Even flanked through lower. 2 players here fast, but that's where Tabson tells Searson, don't peek. Oh, but peek it he shall. Peek it he shall, Tabson. Faven and Tabson waiting for this cross.
Weird.
It's kind of odd. If they somehow get past, there's actually a 3v2 in the B site. Oh. They win that first fight, but they weren't ready for Faven here as well. And denying this rotate through the tunnels for the retake is huge for Big. Favin's won it by just holding down this angle. Norbert does not want to give this one a try. He's going to have to back on out of there. And so Big pick up a 6th with the B play. And this is why I say CSN is so important, especially here on Dust2, especially in the Big system. You know, you kind of, the round was won on the back of one AWP shot connecting. And sometimes Dust2 can boil down to rounds, you know, ending like that. So you really needed him to be putting up numbers. And at least now, across both these last rounds, he's been able to find some impact. Maybe that's a sign of things to come.
Yeah, the re-flash back in is a bit optimistic on 10 health. Like, you know you're going to just get sprayed by an A1S.
At least, like, you know, you have the caveat of, like, the double spawn layered setup. You weren't worried about them breaking through that and then retaking. You know, I think within the context of the moment, it may, you know, it's fine. It's forgivable.
Yeah, Big had it on lock. I mean, he got the pick to get them in. And 6 rounds at the half, maybe even more for Big as they try and grab another. Same spot for CSGO, same start for Big. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but they're going to need to go elsewhere to look for an opener. No way. But Fame offers up. Close tunnels frag. Oh, he's looking for it though. He sees the smoke over the top of the molly rather. Oh, Fame, don't jump out. Oh, he did with a flash. Just gets out alive. k1to again has found himself a little bubble in mid. Hanging around in this pocket, waiting for a rotation, hoping that this util and this pressure towards B can force one. Outsiders are not falling for it though. Kicker has this nice off angle that will often get smoked off on the mid to B play. That's not where we're ending up. We have util over that A site. k1to does go wider in middle, dueling, dying. Big reset long, not the right time for k1to to die. Could have cut off those B rotations. Now it is just Crimbo alone in the tunnels while Big try and pounce long. It's a 3-on-1, but Norbert can drop into pit after a kill.
Oh, but he's been good in these kind of positions, though. First kill. Now that drop down in a pit that you talk about, run at by Tabson. But James got long on lock. That's a convincing flick. And now Searson left in the 1v3. He's getting wrapped at long. He's got an AWP to fight on the cross. And James won't let him live. It's a 9-6 half for the outsiders here on Big map pick. It's a good start. Can Big turn it around? We'll find out in just a moment.
Yes, I'm ready for Pro League. Looking forward to play our first match tomorrow against BIG. We won last time in Cologne. I hope we're gonna win tomorrow as well.
Why is he just like the player everyone wants to be? Like the flicky, stylish AWPer and the aggressive rifler? Like, what's going on? Now for Searson, he's got his work cut out for him. Ooh, bit of noise made, but there's Searson, nails the shot.
Searson, he's already on a double on this round. No one's watching it. Searson. Oh, Searson is on for the ace.
Searson in the window is smoked off. This is for the map. This is for the game. And he's waiting in the window. They have no idea. The smoke phase of this shot. He gets the kill. He gets him off the bomb. The pistol's out. The P250 might just save Big once again. And he's done it all on his own.
down, it will fall to CSGO, and he's hit some good shots. Very good shots. A double. Nork on ramp, he taps away. It's a good duel. They double up, and he hits them both. CSGO here with the orb, but he's putting on a bit of a show. A fast wrapping long is Hunter. The only man left, CSGO.
And we're back from the break with the second half of Dust2. Outsiders and Big rages on. Crimbo's got his pillow right behind his back, and we're ready to lean back, relax, and get ready for some more Counter-Strike. Outsiders looking good to start the day. Big map pick carry, T-side over the way, and CSGO at least got on the board.
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say I'm glad you let us know we are back from the break. My mind, I would have just wondered if we were stuck in it perpetually.
Always an option.
If we weren't for that, Hugo, so thank you. Big. Yeah, they've got a bit of a quiet CSGO problem.
He wants to start loud and proud here.
Well, this would be the time for him to get back into it, right? Still a winnable game, still achievable for Big, but I do think so much of it hinges on this CT AWP coming alive. Let's see if he's able to hit the ground running. CSGO is in a more kind of aggro stance over towards Catwalk, and outsiders are trying to come up and visit him. Tabson won't let them near his precious on Cat. Flit's tapped out of the round. Fame will respond from lower. CSGO doesn't want to get caught throwing away a path into this A bomb site, so he'll back up now. Big start to poise for an A hit. Outsiders have not made their mind up yet. Nothing's set in stone, nothing's confirmed. They still have Kicker in the tunnels. He's going to get that spot on Keto at the back of B, and that might influence their decision-making here. Right? If he saw nothing, they might have been under the illusion. They forced a bit of a rotate. That spot went both ways, though, and so it's put a seed of doubt in the mind of Big. They're going to start to shuffle players back in the middle, leaving a one-man defense on either side of the map.
And they pick kick it in mid, though, so they can even aggress on a flank. CSGO can activate once they know it's that timing. Oh, he turns around, Norma gets that shot behind. Fame will finish the job. Up Cat, they go for the plant, but look at this flank. If they don't get it down for long, Big can stop it right now. It is in cover, just about. CSGO shows his hand, but he can't hit ahead. They're tucked in now on ramp. Flash goes over the top, dodge. CSGO missing shots. Tags is all he's got. Fathom will find a kill, but it's only one, and Keto and CSGO fall in tandem. That was a weird, wacky round where Fame steps up big for outsiders. I love that reposition. They realize they're being fast flanked. They duck into the ramp to let them fight with a flash, and Big are just caught out on an island in the open.
Yeah, I got to say, one of the coolest things about seeing this Outsiders squad on like the other side of the player break, knowing that they've had a bit more time to get acquainted with one another, is I do think, you know, in spite of the roster moves that they've undertaken, they've ended up with a really nice squad still, right? Some really good pieces. You've got Flit now able to kind of embrace the star role. There was always that question when him and Yakindar were in the squad about this idea of, well, Yakindar needs a lot of the space, a lot of the good spots, and some of those got swapped up with Flit during their time in the roster together. You know, never really got to see Flit in like star form. Oh, I don't know how Tabson wins that fight. I'm trying to have a little discussion, and because the USP got a kill, suddenly I have to start thinking the round could be won.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, now it should just kind of go how it should go, and Outsiders should win it. But on top of that, you know, when Norbert and Fame were first brought in, obviously very like short notice originally, didn't have a lot of time to kind of gel the team together. And I think Outsiders is probably one of the harder teams to just join and pick up, because they really play like on one of the extremities of Counter-Strike cooling, right? So they're a bit different to any team that, you know, your Fames and Norberts have been in before. So I think that's why we didn't necessarily have like the biggest performances out of these guys, but it's very cool. Norbert's got a long old history under his belt, right? Playing for the last, I think it's like 5 years. I kind of first started liking this guy in the server back in Windstrike, or, you know, like Simon Gaming kind of time period back then. He used to be a very, very capable individual, one who could be a star of a team. And I think his problems more used to be like attitude-based, if ever there were any. Well, I think James and you know, like Dust2 and the likes are going to be able to get that under control. I think for Fame, it's super cool because he's like a young prospect who's kind of a blank slate. He can be whatever you need him to be, but we've definitely seen him put up big performances. And so as time goes on, I think this team's going to get better and better.
Yeah, one guy, you know, kind of not massively related, but I'll talk about it anyway. One guy kind of left on the sidelines is in the Russian scene is someone like Jerry. You know, we obviously are big Jerry fans. We love to see Jerry. I've always wondered if we could end up getting this guy on an English-speaking team. He has great English, very good mind for the game, has brought up a lot of the players that we know and love, such as Flit, right? He was under that Forza-led Jerry-led Forza squad prior to joining this roster. You know, Jerry's been asked that before, and it seems like contracts always get in the way, as they do.
Oh man,
maybe something for the future.
Jerry's played almost 2,000 maps with Forza. He's been there for like
That's a lot of
half a decade. Wow. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
They've got him in the basement somewhere.
So, you know, I don't even like to run down that train of thought. It would defo be cool, but I just don't see it happening. Right, we got this little timeout for the outsiders. Gonna talk this one through. They know that if they stick the landing on this first, you know, rifle v rifle round, they could just run away with the game.
Yeah, this is pretty one-sided right now. Big just took a while to warm in. Couple of eco wins put them in the position they're in now, and even then it might not be enough. My round or die at this point. 2 and 14 for CSGO, still struggling. Need a response out of him here in this scout round. Ooh, does hit a tag up top. Xbox smoke, but it's a long take. 3 CTs late flashing their way into the fight. That smoke's weird. Norbert's committed his team on. They're going to have to smoke that Molotov. Kick will get a kill through the smoke onto the corner. Crimbo, and a molly even pushes Tabson back as well. Keto, you're on your own, bud. They're telling him to fight for his life. And actually, he'll hold on to it.
Yeah, it has 6 this, man. They've just spared you in a rare act of mercy. They don't go to Keto.
But it's still a 5-on-4 for outsiders. Their options to either re-hit long late or go back to the B site are there. Fame's patrolling lower this entire time. There's not many open avenues for Big. Ooh,
that's a good scout tag.
Yeah, it's hit 2 now.
Oh, and he's even lent B in the perfect moment, has CSGO. The perfect moment. And on this long angle, this is the kind of spot that CSGO dreams of, man. Just gonna get challenged from the tunnel and really far away. You can pepper them with scout shots as they try to move in. Outsiders, they're reasonably committed at this point in time. They might try and get catwalk. You can see James giving it a bit of a look in, but no, yeah, it feels like they have to go B with only 25 seconds left. They run down CSGO. The mid split's now coming in. Oh, they don't know about Fabinet Carr. Gonna drop the bomb. 20 seconds. They need to flush him out here, and they will. Fame on that mid lurk deals with him. Oh no, Keto, my guy. It's a crazy taxi, and Kickert's there at the wheel, leaving it all on the Tabson save. So I said if outsiders won that first rifle v rifle round, you know, while they're playing their bonus essentially, that they could run away with this game. They've done exactly that. They're going to be up on a 12. Big now forced onto a low econ round where this A1S has to be like a big hero factor if they want to win it. And if they don't, that scoreline's going to read 13-6 before we have anything close to the reinvestment for Big. This is a really rough spot to be in. It's also kind of horrible because, you know, you're just having to throw as many buys in as you can. You don't have like that breathing room to sit back, go, okay, you know, let's prioritize getting the ult for CSGO and let's get him back in the game. It's like, nope, you're going to be restricted there because you've got to have guns out every round. So you're going to have CSGO scout until you eventually win one. This could really slip and slide just through the fingers of Big before they even realize it's happened in this second half.
Yeah. Oiled up, ready to go. Look at this kill distribution for Outsiders. 14 to 16 on everyone. That's mad. Entropic-esque, very tight. James peeking deep down middle. Behind the door. No one walking into his AWP though. Still got this scout for Searson. Always available to buy, very cheap. Supplemented by Tabson saved M4. Scouts in mid, a position Outsiders are not interested in taking. They're waiting in the long smoke. Norbert just goes right through. He's got it for free. And now Outsiders can run across smoke on this A side. We've not really even seen it this game yet. 4 big. Only did a couple of long takes late in the half. Crimbo's not got the gun for this. He's got to either fight from the site when they commit to the ramp or drop into spawn. They're going to tag him up. Smokes will start to come down here. Outsiders can cross in. Now Big will have all players here ready to go, but James already found an opening kill, and it's only going to get worse. They're chilling. They got way more smokes. They are in no hurry. Searson's kind of forced to peek this. He has to, and he might die, but it's his only option. James at plat. He's going to hit the tag. Right. Oh, he gets hit right back. Responsive kill. The smokes are down. Searson firing off pot shots, more tags. Any finishers Tabson needs to provide. The spray looked good, and he recovers for a double. Still does flit dirty. Down to 10. Only pistols left up, but there's a chance.
Yeah, Tabson might have done enough there, right? Him and Searson combining for all this damage leaves it now to Favid and Keto to finish what they started. Smoked on short, but Keto's wrapping long. And they get in deep before they know about him.
Massive.
Might have this kill dead to right, but Kickert's got their back. Favid runs the smoke on short and lights them up with the CZ right as their attention's peeled away to long. He makes that run through the smoke happen. Gob's trying to get everyone pumped up after that win. He knows that you don't get many opportunities like this. You don't get many chances to capitalize on these eco round wins so late in the game. So he's trying to make sure the Big really understand the task that they've just accomplished here. This is a big step in the right direction if they do want to turn this map around.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the AWP was all the way back here at plat when it was dropped, so Favid didn't want to risk the run long, run back, diffuse strat with no kit. But that's another eco win for Big in this game, right? They're very effective with the pistols. Great damage from both the A1S and also Searson Scout, which found that opening kill, at least 4 Big. Dropped the AWP, the cover player that would have been there to win the round in the post plant. Stress coming through for Gob, trying to keep the team focused. And absolutely not out of the realms of possibility. Still a winnable map here for Big, despite the gap. We've not really had any like spawn boosts to peek down middle. Sure, you can play that angle James just did. It's safe. You can catch a player jumping or peeking from the back of mid, but no actual fights down into CT. Here's a boost. Searson thrown up on over. The fight lower, but Molotovs come from the T side. They're anxious that there may be big players inbound. Double molly and lower shows some fear, but it's also methodical. Still, they can't clear Searson without fighting him. Good flash to do it from top middle. Searson can't do or say much about that. He'll respond with a nade and give them the control down B. Outsiders might just feign a cat take and go back into this B drop again. Kicker spotted, force Tabson's reposition. This defaulting right now is pushing Big back into their bomb sites. More nades in spawn for Tabson. Shall forever be known as the LXCB. But he's not in a hurry to get them down. Outsiders gone quiet yet again. Ooh, this could be a biggie. Not bad at all.
That's a lovely nade, isn't it? You don't complain about that one. James, super injured, super wounded.
Hello.
Kicker trying to accelerate this A play. really sell this fake, hoping it's going to draw rotates away from the B side, but it hasn't. They haven't fallen for it. Still two here, but they're gone in an instant.
There's just so much firepower. There's so much entry power on this Outsiders team. It's so hard to get through.
But isn't that funny? Because that's like the pole, like that's not really what you used to think when you thought Jame and
it was just your Kinder. He would get you the 5-on-3, and then he would die, and you'd all just sit back and wait.
So it's one of these things where I think, you know, it's why this team is super exciting with the changes, because I think you still have a lot of talent. You still have a lot of potential in these players. Maybe not as realized as the old roster, right? But there's a lot of potential. And so it's also like a very, very different set of players. And so it's going to be down to Jame to adapt his system to work within what these guys are most comfortable doing, right? And he does just have a lot more players who like to be involved in gunfights, who want a bit more room to work with.
Here's some opening kill stats, right? Jame 3-0, Norbert 3-1. 2-1 rather, and Kickert 6-0. He's been at the front of every fight in this game.
Crazy, man. You know, when you're having a 6-0 opening kind of day, sorry, it's a bit of a hard one. You're having a very, very good day. Kickert's feeling borderline untouchable if that's how his opening fights are going.
And now big, you know, they win that eco, they celebrate for a second, they get into a gun round and they get eviscerated. Back to pistols once more. Jame even hit that cross shot through the door onto Quito. Tucked in mid with Searson with 2 pistols. Not pretty. You know, big, they've won rounds like this, but this one's a tough ask. Outsiders trade utility on short. No one throwing away a pick. They're going to group back to this B site. Leave Kicker alone to fake out Catwalk. He throws more Molotovs to stall out that aggressive smoke push. Flash, or smoke goes into the B site, flashes through the roof. Fathom with a scout. They're running him down. Hits a tag. Quito finishes, but they're climbing up and over the smoke. And Fame's got a double, almost 3, stolen by Flit. This site quit for big as everyone gets headshot.
Dude, it's so wild. Like, I don't know, man. Outsiders, they try to misdirect big occasionally. Normally, big haven't fallen for it. Doesn't matter. They all die in some, like, horrific, you know, blaze of glory over at B in those rounds. That one there, they walk into this kind of, like, staggered triple setup. Just completely decimate it. It's craziness. The rounds are ending so decisively, even when the plan isn't going according to plan for Outsiders. The individuals are enough to keep it going, and they all seem to be on the same page. This is a very, very convincing looking Outsiders to open up, and it seems like they've caught big sleeping at the wheel. Might have been a good start for a couple of key individuals here, right? Might have had Quito looking good to open. Tabson's given us some nice moments. But it might all be on falling on deaf ears here, Hugo.
Yeah. And this is a very open group as well. I think it's worth remembering. You know, we have FaZe, okay, sure, solidified #1, at least they should be. G2 should be that second team, but again, you know, teething issues.
Pro League, they have a weird relationship
with Pro League. They went 0-5 last season, didn't they? Obviously with some caveats, with some Electi was late to the tournament. You know, it's uncertain for G2, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Despite that, for the win, coming in as, you know, 5 months ago, they were 150th in the world. You know, they're very new to this level. And then we have MIBR with a new player, Outsiders with some time off, big, uncertain as well as their current form. It's all over the place, Harry. It's very open, especially for that 3rd spot. So, you know, opening strong for Outsiders, that could be massive for them here. They found Quito in middle with a flash peek. Perhaps they're going to have to smoke off mid, but they still climb up Cats. James doesn't even go back for that fight. He just commits. This is going to be an early hit into that A site for Outsiders.
Yeah, and big, man, much to their kind of dismay, they've aggro pushed long. That's left a big gap to be exploited here and get Outsiders into A. Now, usually you could say, well, not the end of the world. You group, you play retake, but when you're already a man down, grouping and trying to play the 4v5 is awful.
Okay,
you know,
it's
like trying to decide, do I eat my right hand or my left hand? Like, it still sucks. You're still eating a hand at the end of the day, and it's still your own. They're going to look for a way back in. Up through CT. That 4v4 equalizer is huge, but can they do good on capitalizing on it? Doesn't look likely. Flit and Fame just tear through the retaking players. And Favin's left saving the AWP, but even then, that's not certain. He's going to get run down in CT.
Yeah, that just shows a desperation, bigger feeling, going for that retake in a 4-on-5. I mean, they get that opening kill, but no kit anyway. Out of position, AWP in spawn. I mean, there was no hope in hell there for Big. Outsiders, a dominant game out of them right now, and everything screams towards them shutting it out in this final round. We're going to have to go to their map pick next, and this could get even rougher for Big. It's going to be Inferno, one that Big haven't even been playing in recent times. Outsiders trying to shut this one out. Keto at B. They're just going to pump and dump this site. Sneaking in, Keto saw them. He drops a molly, smoke for a bit of cover. Teammate with a cross, and they get sectioned off by that Molotov. Only one player actually makes it in. Nice pick for Jame behind the flame, and Norbert catches long aggression. That gives them a get-out clause. If they want to take it, they can leave. Outsiders still seem committed, but sneaking back. Norbert, you cheeky bugger.
Oh, Tabson's not going to check it.
Oh, this is...
Norbert.
Yeah.
That one's free. A tag on a Jane and a nade to finish him off.
Get out of
The bomb might have to change its mind now, but at least Norbert secured a bit of real estate over towards A. Not in a position to spot these players crossing just yet, but he can be at a moment's notice. CSGO knows that their best chance is to try and catch this bomb in mid, but they're not ready for Flit.
Okay.
That's the bomb tumbling away, and a 1v1 now. Norbert versus Favin. Bomb down and lower. This one might be decided on the back of the fight.
Such a wasted opportunity for Outsiders. If they just reset spawn, that's their round. Norbert was probably calling for it. He had all the room, but now his team have fallen, and he's got to finish what he started. 2 kills deep. Same for Favin. Oh, he missed the timing there. He's turned around. Norbert's got the bomb. It's a robbery, and missed shots from below. Favin can't see him. There's no time, and he had to commit up catwalk. Favin finds the kill and wins the round for Big. A massive pickup. That aggression through the mid smoke for him and Searson was perfect. Catching that bomb out lower. It's not what they expected. They thought they'd already made it up to Cat. They thought they were retaking A, and really they should have been. I mean, how often you get a double kill like this at long for Norbert, and that bomb the whole time with Jame picking B was still hanging around tunnels, knowing that Big were all there. That was super indecisive for Outsiders. Not what we expect to see. Getting ahead of themselves has kept Big in this map for now. Big decide aggression. Maybe that is the way forward. This angle's nice because the first contact will be made by Keto and Favin's anti. At any point, Favin can just hit the go button, go for it, round that corner, look for a fight. But if Keto doesn't win this kill for a peak,
that's what I was going to say.
dies.
The one thing that's terrifying is, like, if Fame swings it wide, Favin's just going to get shot in the side of the head. Oh, instead, he spotted the close player, and they'll dismantle the double setup. All right, Outsiders are exploring other options. They're getting acquainted with mid now. Even sending Flit deep through the catwalk. He's lobbing in a bit of util while Fame's still making noise in the tunnels. They do not know yet where this one's ending up. They're getting, you know, mixed signals across the map.
I think Outsiders know for sure. They're finally going to group Cat, though. Running low on util already. Couple of smokes. And they go Molly to cut off that spawn player. Sisson's got to hit headshots with the scout. Tabson will start it, though. Bombs dropped as well. 20 seconds. This round's cooked now. Fame has a gap. He finds Tabson. There's still 2 in middle, though, and that bomb is out on an island. Are they even going to go for this one? 15 seconds. It certainly doesn't look like it. James out saving his orb. Fame's just looking for frags, trying to keep that money on its last legs for Big. Bomb picked up, but he's just taking it back to T-spawn, and he won't even survive. Norbert hides as well. And Big win a 9th round, hanging on by a thread.
Oh, I get a little concerned the longer this gets dragged out, right? Because one thing I'm always going to question with this Outsiders squad till they kind of prove it is, do they have that same resilience as the old one? I don't think it's as certain. You know, you have some kind of lesser proven pieces. Guys like Faye might not be able to go with the pressure. I know, you know, I said earlier on, I think one of the things that always used to maybe hold Norbert back wasn't so much his technical skill or mechanical ability. It was more like the mindset. I think he's someone who's kind of suffered with tilting before. I don't know if that's still a factor, but you hope it isn't with Big trying their hand at the comeback now.
I think when you're behind a guy like James, your attitude is such a big factor. This guy's super intelligent. He has a great eye for the game. And your house is in order if you're outsiders. You've got to believe in your captain, especially when he plays such a different style of CS. So outsiders are bought in fully till the last round. Even if it heads overtime, I would still consider them the favorites. Contact B. Kito's not tucked, but James cannot find the angle until he's out tunnels. And by that point, they might not be looking. Fame checks it. What a check for Fame at the front line. James falls. Fame finds a follow-up. 2 headshots into this B bomb site. Outsiders have got a chance now to end this map.
Yeah, B is open, and with players here ready to cut off the rotates in mid, this could be the beginning of the end. Flit just going to retreat after getting the man advantage back in favor of outsiders. And Big trying to pick up the pace, moving up through window, attempting to get in. Fame might be low, but he puts up all the kills needed. Outsiders steal Big's map pick away pretty dominantly as far as it goes as well. 16-9 sees them teed up 1-0 in their debut series for Group B.